Hey everyone, welcome back to Reading with Tatiana. Today I'm filming my July Reads 2023 wrap-up and was fortunate enough to read 5 books this month despite kind of being away for a part of it due to a awesome music festival in British Columbia, Canada. I'm still decompressing from a festival, but you know what? I'm still fortunate that I still get to read when I'm decompressing. So out of the 5 books I read this month, I had one 2-star review, I had one 3-star review, I had 2 4-star reviews, I had one 5-star reviews. Before I jump into the breakdown of each book I read, if you're watching this, I always appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below if you've read any of these books, or let me know of a great book you read this month that you highly recommend for me to read. The first book I read this month was The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. I gave this book a 3 out of 5. This book was so interesting because unlike her other contemporary romance book like Beach Reads or Book Lovers, this one was a young adult's book and she had written it a while ago. I think it was actually her first book or something like that. And the premise was unique because it dealt with indigenous characters and the blend of reality and folklore and also idea of time traveling. This book was super interesting. I highly recommend it if you're looking for something different and to kind of get swept away in like this different like magic realism idea of living. I really loved how even though it was a young adult's book, I felt it was very good to read as an adult. I never felt, young or, immature, and I felt like it's a book I would highly recommend to give to my nieces who are in high school to read because I felt like there's a lot of things that the protagonists struggle with that I think young people can really identify with. So I really recommend this book. The next book I read is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. This I gave a 4 out of 5. This book was great as a contemporary romance of what if. Right person, wrong time, having second chances. It was set at a cabin resort at a lake and it was just done very well. This book was set in rural Canada at a lake, had a lot of call to Toronto when the couple, or when the individuals I think met in their early 20s, and then this book is set 10 years forward in their 30s. This book was just great. I just thought it was lovely to read. Basically, we meet Fern. She's taken over the lake resort, cabin resort after her mom's sudden death. And then when she comes back to this lake after having escaped it for 10 years, she is her, I guess, one day lover in her early 20s is here to help consult this takeover. And it's just, I don't know, it was a great book. I loved it. The next book I read is Normal People by Sally Rooney. I unfortunately gave it a 2 out of 5. This book was, I like the premise of it because it follows 2 people throughout high school, college, and adulthood. And I usually love books that kind of follow, have a slice of life feeling of 2 people. But these 2 characters are just insufferable. So basically we meet Connell. He is like a jock in high school, but he's smart. He's in the popular crowd. And we meet Marianne, who's kind of like that awkward, nerdy girl that everyone kind of like, she's a misfit, she's an outcast. But these 2 kind of like start like hooking up on the side. And then Connell never admits that he's dating or seeing Marianne. So then during their prom, he doesn't ask her, he instead asks the other popular girl. And then they go off to college, and then Marianne's like this really cool, popular person in college, and she has all this network while Connell is really struggling. So this book was just really insufferable because I found that the 2 protagonists' lack of communication was really painful, and I didn't root for either character. However, I know this book is really popular, so maybe you'll like it, and please, if you do like it, comment down below why you liked it, because I just did not like these 2 characters. I wasn't rooting for them, and I was just split at the ending too. Very hard to read. The next book I read is Harry's Trees by John Cohen. I gave it a 4 out of 5. This also has a bit of magic realism in it. So basically with Harry, who is widowed, we have Amanda, who's also widowed, and basically their paths cross when Harry decides to go into the rural area where Amanda lives with her daughter Oriana, and Oriana is still grieving over her dad, who had passed away a year ago, through the belief that her father is leaving like clues and symbols in the forest where she lives with her mother Amanda. And then basically Amanda's paths cross with Harry in this forest, and then they basically go on to this like fairy tale adventure together. It's very grounded in reality, but there's like specks of fairy tale in it, and I really enjoyed this book. I really like the side characters in it as well, as they really add to the story, which gave us a 4 for me. And yeah, it's just kind of like a feel-good childhood wonder, suspend reality, and just kind of get lost in the ebbs and flows of a fairy tale. Really recommend this book. Thanks for watching my wrap up for July. It was a very enjoyable month for me to read some books. I definitely intentionally picked kind of like light-hearted reads, and I think that really, you know, paid back for me for a summer of reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.